my gosh, I'm so sorry. That is completely my fault. I don't know where I was going. I wasn't even looking.
Grandpa.
Gosh, dang it, I'm busy.
Come in here.
Gosh, I'm coming. All right, what seems to be the matter, grandson?
Hey, Grandpa.
Everything going all right, Tiger?
I'm afraid.
Afraid? Oh, no, there's no need to be afraid.
I had a nightmare. There was a dragon that came up, and he was really angry, and he tried to eat me. And I tried to run away as fast as I could, but I couldn't get away fast enough. And it was like I was trying to run really, really fast, but I couldn't go anywhere, and it was so scary.
Oh, that does sound scary. Well, whenever I got scared, my daddy would tell me a story. A story of wonder, adventure, romance. It even involved the 28th U.S. President, Woodrow Wilson.
Really?
Yes, really. But you're probably too young for that story anyway, so good night.
No. Don't go. I want to hear it.
I don't know, to tell you the truth, it's pretty scary.
Well, you gotta try.
Well, all right. It's titled The Bountiful Triumphs and Disastrous Misfortunes of the Sinclair Brothers. Just don't tell your mother.
Our story begins on the dawn of a new world. The great nations of our fellow man had been engaged in a struggle for the last 4 years. 3 months, 2 weeks, 10 days, 5 hours, 7 minutes, and 13 seconds. And following the peroration of this great war, a land of opportunity was once again at the fingertips of man. Well, I suppose I should say, 2 men.
I got it!
The Sinclair brothers were beginning on a journey that would demand of them everything they had, including their very lives.
Well, shoot, Edward. I'm about as tired as a bull's rectum. I suppose that this is better than another place to go.
Yeah, I guess we'll start digging here.
Suppose it's good as any.
The war was over, and following their discharge, the Sinclair brothers found themselves on a quest. They were just over 2,000 miles from their old stomping grounds of Fairhope, Alabama. If there was any time to be homesick, I reckon they'd be getting close to it. Edward was the eldest. Quiet fella, more of a thinker. Douglas, on the other hand, found delight in the little things, like befriending stray animals and borrowing things from strangers. They were tight, those two, for beneath the feet of our protagonist was hidden treasure, the Holy Grail. In America, it was called oil.
Well, goodness. Go for Woodrow.
What?
I tell you, we are at sea, my friend.
Well, I hate to acknowledge the corn, but I reckon you're correct. There should be a town about 4 miles due west if that map contains any recollection of the truth.
Eddie, I am gosh dag tired of these maps leading us into the armpits of society.
Would you just trust the damn map?
Well, no, it's just I've been thinking. I mean, what if there was some way that we could talk to each other through wires?
Hold on a minute. You mean like a telephone?
No, more like a interconnected grid of people and information. It would act as a sort of library, accessible to the public with a multitude of resources.
What the hell are you on about now?
It would be like how we can talk over the phone, but with information. I am telling you, Eddie, we are on the brink of a technological advancement. We'd all darn near be connected. Anyways, you know what else I've been thinking about? Our political party is systematically flawed. I mean,
Shh.
what, are you afraid?
No, I'm not afraid.
Do I need to stop reading?
No, don't stop. I can handle it.
You want to know what happened to the Sinclair brothers, don't you?
Yes, I want to know.
Very well.
What the hell? Who's trying to kill us?
I don't know, Eddie. I don't know.
What do you think he wanted? Briefcase?
Eddie, I told you, the house I took that briefcase out of was almost completely locked. Like they were asking for a pilfering. And anyway, as far as I'm concerned, that man very well may have been death himself.
How'd he figure?
Those shots at my feet were like 2 knocks on the door from the Reaper. And you know something, Eddie? Briefcase owner or not, I ain't ever stealing nothing again.
That mean you're gonna keep stealing?
What?
Well, you said I ain't ever stealing nothing again. Does that mean you're gonna keep stealing somethings?
Eddie, you have exasperated me with your linguistics. You doing all right, Eddie?
Yeah, I'm just tired. I don't know how long I can keep on going out here. You think he was lying?
What? Who?
MacArthur, the oil.
An inquisition such as that brings torment to my psyche. MacArthur was a good man. Probably the best man on that front. So if he was lying, we'd be better off dying out here because there ain't nobody better than him to go back to. Edward?
I'd rather not talk about it anymore.
No. Look.
Holy pretzel. Is that the drifter who shot at us?
No. We'd already be dead if it was. He's either a friend or a lunatic. You're supposed to be here 2 hours ago. How'd you know we was gonna be here? Because I am the oracle. Seer of the yet-to-be-seen, forecaster of the inevitable, wise to all things invisible, spectator of the future world.
I guess he's a lunatic.
Hey, I can hear you. I hear everything.
Sorry, Oracle.
Nonetheless. Now you, Sinclair brothers, listen very carefully to what I am about to share with you. Your father once told you that the road to oil ends only in greed and malice. It appears you find yourself on that very same road. An invitation will come your way which you cannot decline. You must go to him and do what he says, although it may seem like the march of death. And yes, the drifter prowls like a single man in a deli, but you must face him. And I tell you with the gravest intentions, Sinclair brothers. I cannot see this far, thus yet, but I sense great sacrifice. Go to him knowing it may cost you your very lives. But in the midst of your deepest valley, the key is right here.
How do we know we can trust you?
I suppose you don't. But as you said yourself, if a good man cannot be trusted, what else is there to go back to?
I said that.
As you were.
We interrupt your scheduled programming for a special message from our very own President Woodrow Wilson.
The Sinclair brothers! The Sinclair brothers! I need Edward and Douglas Sinclair! Code Triple Eagle Red. If any citizens of the Edward and Douglas Sinclair report them to my presidential California ranch house immediately. This is very, very serious. An absolute matter of state security. This is the president, by the way. The 28th U.S. President, Woodrow Wilson. Thank you.
Hey there, how's it going?
Well, hi. Are you, Fred and, Denise Partridge?
No, we're the Sinclair brothers, Douglas and Edward.
Somebody was, talking about you through the, wires.
You mean like a telephone?
No, it's more like a, interconnected, grid of, people and, information. Blast!
I thought I've told you. No, solicitors.
Hold on, Mr. President. It's us, the Sinclair brothers.
Yeah, I see you've heard my message through the talking box. Come in, come in. We've got mighty fine things to discuss. Mighty fine things. And then I told Teddy, I don't know about you, but this man in the arena does not sound like someone I would invite over for Sunday brunch, if you know what I mean. All right, boys, let's get down to it. You have something I'd like, and I'd like to help you get it.
Sorry?
You're oil men, tycoons, merchants. All right, now listen. I love a good secret, but but I certainly don't have a tolerance for keeping things to oneself. Now, tell me about MacArthur.
You know about MacArthur?
Why, of course I knew MacArthur. We were close friends. I was disheartened to hear of his passing. But how does that saying go? A tear is a waste, unless action is embraced. And understand this, Sinclair brothers, I am a man of action myself. I understand MacArthur was your commanding officer in the Great War.
Yes, sir, he was.
And I understand you were quite close. I find it hard to believe that MacArthur went to the grave without sharing some things with you. Now, do you boys want to tell me exactly what you're doing here? Because you're an awfully long way from Alabama.
Well, yes, sir. As long as I've known MacArthur, he's talked about California riches, particularly those of black gold.
Before his time as a man enlisted, MacArthur had bought some land in Southern California. Always figured it'd be a darn near admirable place to settle down with a wife and raise some kiddos. He was a family man, you see, heart of gold with the ambition and generosity of a wild stallion. But disastrous misfortune came to MacArthur. His wife got real sick. Pretty soon, she passed. MacArthur was left as a widower and a landlord. A destitute existence. By the time he joined the war as a commanding officer, he was half the man he used to be, but that still put him about 3 miles above the rest. He was kind to us privates. I like to think he thought of us as the children he never had. And so we fought under him, and we got real close. Not to mention we had some pretty close calls. But anyways, he'd always talk about plans he'd once had to raise some tots on that rather large piece of land he'd acquired in the Santa Monica Mountains. I guess he'd always just wanted somebody to share it with. Which I suppose is why he started to talk about it with us. You see, MacArthur started to unveil certain secrets about the land that would cause quite the ruckus in the national industry. He had stumbled upon the mother lode, right in the center of his land. Since his wife passed, we were just about the only family he'd had, so he promised he'd share it with us once we got demobilized. But tragedy struck. MacArthur was killed during a special units operation. Orders came all the way from the top. 5 days later, everyone was sent home. So me and Douglas found it to be our sworn duty to find that oil and make use of the riches that should have been his. The way we see it, we're the only ones he'd want to have it.
MacArthur!
So there you have it, Mr. President. We're on a rather noble expedition.
Yes, noble indeed. Now, exactly how are you planning on purchasing this land once you find it?
Purchasing?
Yes, you are aware you'll need to purchase the land, aren't you?
Well, I suppose I thought we'd just dig it up. I mean, Christopher Columbus didn't purchase America before he started digging up plants and being mean to everybody.
Yeah, and MacArthur promised us that land, and he's the owner.
Do you have this promise in will or any kind of written agreement ensuring the transfer of the property to you?
Well, no, I reckon MacArthur was planning on being alive to share it with us.
Yes, I'm sure he was. Well, in light of your current legal situation, I'm going to make things very simple for you. Once you find the oil, I'll buy the land, and then we'll split it. 50-50.
Well, hey now, Mr. President. I appreciate the generosity in trying to help out a couple of impoverished gentlemen like ourselves, but that land is a part of a promise. And MacArthur wouldn't want it any other way than for us to take care of it.
Yes, of course. And you will be able to take care of the land. I just want the oil. That kind of resource could help rebuild this country after such a deleterious war.
But sir, we just won the war.
Well, yes, that we did. Now, let's go win another one. Who's with me? All right, boys, now go find that oil. Make McAllister real proud.
MacArthur.
Yes.
And so the Sinclair brothers were back on the trail, this time at the request of the world's most redoubtable figurehead. Could the president be trusted? Perhaps. Perhaps not. I reckon every man is put into a similar situation at one point or another.
MacArthur said the oil would be close to a water tower.
That's right.
When I was in town the other day, I saw a map with a couple water towers nearby. I reckon we could start heading there in the morning.
Eddie, it ever cross your mind that we're doing the wrong thing?
The wrong thing?
Yeah, I mean, I know he's the president and everything, and since we're living in a democracy, that means everybody's got to like him before we vote him in, but I'm starting to question the character of our employer.
Douglas, I'd be the spinner of all yarn if I told you it hadn't kept me up on these here lonesome nights.
Well, what are we supposed to do, Eddie? Abandon our station? He's the president. He controls the water supply.
Oh, do I know it. Sure sounds like the March of Death, don't it?
Just like the Oracle said. Eddie?
Yeah, brother?
What are we gonna do when the drifter comes for us?
MacArthur told me some once. There comes a man every few generations who is a breed apart. Like a three-legged horse, or an uncle at Thanksgiving. There are some things society truly can't handle. His aptitude is so staggering that among the human race he finds no solidarity of any kind. His power is that of such alien proportions that it frightens the world. He becomes an outcast, a drifter. The beast on our tail is a product of rage, not of his own, but of the world against him. They saw his potential. They used it for malevolence. He is a puppet on the strings of man's worst intentions. He who can do much good can also do much evil. I fear that is the adversary before us.
Well, color me Hornswoggle. You could knock me down with a feather.
All right. Good night, Douglas.
Good night. And Eddie?
Mm-hmm.
We can't give that oil away. We can't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy for you. I can't believe I'm gonna be an uncle.
Hey, do you want to go count all our money? Hey, Edward, I know what's in the briefcase.
Well, go on. What is it?
This is the cat.
Oh my gosh, can we keep him?
Hey, look, it's the president.
I'm trustworthy.
The president? What's he doing here? What are you doing over there?
I'm eating the oil. I'm eating the oil we found.
Oh, how is it?
I don't feel so good.
Oh,
I don't think I'll ever get enough.
huh.
Maybe this was a bad idea. Maybe we would never should have found the oil.
What? Douglas? What's going on, Douglas? Douglas, I'm sorry. Wait, where'd you go?
Hey, can we stop for a minute? I gotta spend a penny.
You ain't gotta ask me.
Woo, well, good gravy. What year is it now? Whew.
Yeah, you should probably see a doctor about your bladder.
Yeah. Hey, where's the briefcase?
Hey, it beats me. You're the one that's been holding on to it like grim death.
No, really, where is it? I mean, I know I just left it here.
Well, I'll take a gander around. Damn, it's gone.
Well, that is just perfect. Just perfect. I finally obtained something of considerable mystery in my life, and poof!
Well, Douglas, that is just vivid imagery of life's misfortune.
You know, I went through a lot of trouble for that briefcase.
You know what? You did.
All right, well, we gotta go find that briefcase.
Without a doubt.
As you've probably noticed, it appeared that Edward had become entranced by the allure of man's ambition. Entranced enough to kick his brother's briefcase into a bush on purpose. I don't know about you, but I always thought Douglas would be the one to break the bond. He's a real rascal, that Douglas. But Edward, well, heck, I just didn't see that coming.
Hey, Eddie, look at this!
Hello? Oh, I'm sorry to disturb you, sir. We really shouldn't be here.
We saw the sign for the briefcase.
Ah, the briefcase, yes? And you're looking for it?
Yes, desperately.
Okay, great. Well, here it is, okay? One time, there was this guy, and he worked at a retail store. He sells stuff, like all over. But he was so lonely. So lonely. And he come up with this plan. I'm gonna kill my boss. Boss is so rude, so mean guy. So next day, he go to store. And he going to kill him, remember? And when he get to store, he look on ground and see, oh my gosh, he died. He said, how this happened? Turn out he had a really bad case of flu. I'm sorry, what? What's gotten into you? I tell you, briefcase like story, like briefcase. It's right here.
Why'd he go into work if he was so sick?
He was very poor. He need money. This is a waste of time. I'm sorry. Have a great day. What? You leave? You just get here.
Yeah, come on, Eddie. We just got here.
What are you, crazy? You want to stay here? Come on, I make tea. We go inside. I have fruit you can eat on. What? Fruit. You mean bread? No. Fruit. Are you saying fruit? Yeah. It's like, it grows on a tree and sometimes bush. And you eat it, had like sugar from earth. No, you guys don't go anywhere. I make tea, and we go in, we eat fruit. This is my dog, Jean-Pierre. So, Sinclair brother, what bring you to my world today?
Well, Mr.
Johnson, Remy Johnson. Johnson? Well, my mother is from Chiron-sur-Pont, and my father is from Bakersfield. So once again, I ask you, what is the purpose of your travel?
Well, it's a awfully long story at this point, probably around 25 minutes, but to put things frankly, we came to California after the war to look for the oil, which our commanding officer told us about before he died. And then we got hired by the president to go find the oil, and wherein he would split the profits with us. Well, something. Let's just say we're in business, Mr. Johnson. And well, then I lost this briefcase that I guess I kind of stole earlier, and then I guess that brings us to where we are now, here in your humble abode.
Oh wow, this is an exciting life you lead. But let me ask you one thing, Sinclair brothers. Say you find this oil. What will you do?
Well, I reckon we've been a little conflicted about that very thing ourselves.
What about you? You're so quiet. Well, maybe President make good on deal you make. Maybe you get all the money and you keep it. But maybe he doesn't. Have you ever thought about that? Well, we can't keep the oil if we don't buy the land. And we can't buy the land without the president. You know, this is a big question. I'm only man, but your commanding officer, he don't play money game. And president think the oil could change the world. But is this the kind of world that your officer would even want to live in? You have to remember, you're doing this for him and for his promise, not for all the riches in the world. You guys better stay the night. You have a big day ahead of you. First bit. This is how the tipping point. How to make a little big difference.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Hey, sorry to bother you, but do you have a phone anywhere? I need to call my girlfriend.
Oh, girlfriend, huh? Ladies man, very nice. So, what does she do?
I don't know, hang out, I guess. Do you have a phone?
Yeah, go down the hall to the left.
Alright.
But when you give up in the world,
Well, Mr. President, I wanted to talk to you about that offer you made us. I'd tell you exactly where the oil is, but under two conditions. First of all, half the money goes to Douglas. And secondly, if I tell you where the oil is, you'll advocate for my political run. That's right. It's always been a dream of mine to be governor in California. There's a lot of things I'd like to shape up in this state, starting with the water supply. Somebody needs to do something about that burglar who keeps putting gold in the cisterns. That's incredibly unhealthy. Alright, I'd better get this over with.
Edward, what are you doing with your ship?
Remy,
I see what you do. I hear everything.
are you gonna tell Douglas?
I keep secret, but before we make call, let me ask you one thing only. It's an honorable thing to make deal for a brother, for him to have all the money. But this new deal, is it for Douglas or for you?
I just don't want to miss out on what this oil could do for us. I mean, Douglas is so preoccupied trying to keep MacArthur's promise, but why would MacArthur tell us about the oil if he knew we couldn't even have it?
Well, maybe he knew you wouldn't have enough money to buy the land.
What?
Maybe he knew that if you were the man that he believed you to be, you'd find a way to get the oil. The right way.
That's not what the president wants. Oh, Remy, I've been such a fool. I kicked Douglas's briefcase into the bush on purpose. And for what? So we could go back to the president? Well, shucks. I am a real fop doodle, aren't I?
I see the pain in your eyes, Sinclair, brother. But I also see the hope that your father had a long time ago. I'll not tell your brother what I saw here today. But I hope that you will. Now you go save that oil. And go to bed, it's late. Good night. Goodbye, Sinclair brothers!
See you, Remy.
Thanks for everything, Remy.
And remember, the French will always dominate in Olympic alpine skiing.
Wish you the best.
End of story. But it's so nice to meet you.
See you. Bye, Remy.
Hope to see you soon.
I had such a good time. We had tea and Prit. I got to tuck you into bed, Douglas. It was beautiful. You guys are so special in my life. You have to come back. If you don't, I'll be angry. Because I love you. Okay, goodbye.
I sure am glad Edward got to talk things out with Remy. That was an unexpected heart-to-heart. Heck, I might have even shed a tear or two. But the Sinclair brothers weren't quite done yet. Their greatest adversary was still out there, drifting.
So, Eddie, where do you think we should look next for the briefcase? I was thinking we could go to the county retirement home, because maybe somebody real took it and they forgot about it.
Listen, Douglas, there's some I need to talk to you about.
I kicked your briefcase into a bush on purpose, and I was going to sell the oil to the president.
Well, I don't really have a girlfriend.
Oh. Well, then who were you talking to on the phone last night?
Shoot!
The, president
Oh. Why were you talking to him?
of briefcase management.
Oh. Well, has he seen mine?
Yes?
Well, great. Well, where is it?
It's in a bush.
It's in a bush?
Yeah?
Well, where?
I think in the direction we were going, yesterday.
All right, well, sounds good.
Well, I just don't know. A lot goes into consideration when a president pardon someone. And to put it quite frankly, he broke the law. His contract clearly states playtime is for 3 hours. Anything else is just unprofessional. Yes, I know he's your favorite. I will speak with the zookeeper. All right. Goodbye, Mother. Politics. Hello? You've got eyes on them, do you? Well, the moment they find it, kill them.
So you're telling me that the president was behind the whole thing? So he hired that guy?
Yes, grandson. Yes, he did.
I'm in awe.
Well, the president of briefcase management said it should be right around here.
Eddie, you got some friends in high places.
Could have sworn I kicked it over here.
What was that?
Oh, I said I could have sworn I tricked all those wild deer.
Oh. Eddie,
Yeah?
get your behind over here. The water tower.
Blasting botheration. Carther, you old fart nugget. You did it! We did it! Oh, yeah! What say we get to digging?
It's just like MacArthur said!
We did it! We did it! We're rich! We're rich!
Whew. Well, that was easy.
The drifter.
Oh my days. Well, he would have shot already if he wanted us dead, right?
Well, I think he's getting to it.
That little dirt biscuit. Just as we find the oil, what are the chances?
I'll tell you the chances. They're just about presidential size.
I am not following.
This has been the president's plan all along. Send us out to find where the oil is, and then blast us off the face of the earth. The drifter's been following us the entire time. Can't you see, Douglas?
Man.
Also, I saw he had an American flag on his boot.
So the president hired the drifter?
Yes, Douglas. Yes, he did.
I'm in awe.
Douglas, if we don't make it out of this, there's something I gotta tell you. I kicked the briefcase into a bush on purpose. I wanted to go back so I could call the president. I was gonna sell the oil. I was gonna betray you, Douglas.
Eddie, I'd be the spinner of all yarn if I told you that an admission such as that didn't bring a tiny tear to the inside parts where all my feelings live. And although I'm hurt, you're still my brother.
Eddie?
Look!
Well, butter my shoes and call me toast. Not a bad kick.
Here, throw me that stick. Oh, what's the difference? We're gonna die before I figure out what's in that thing anyway.
Hey, don't say that. We're gonna make it out of here.
How? How, Eddie? There is a freelance soldier of apocalyptic proportions on the other side of this tree. We weren't ever gonna make it.
The drifter prowls like a single man in a deli. But you must face him.
What's that, Eddie?
Go to him knowing it may cost you your very life.
Eddie, what are you talking about?
Get home safe.
Eddie, no!
I've seen you in my dreams.
I hate you. But in the midst of your deepest valley, the key was right here. Eddie! The key! The key! What? The key around his neck! Get it! Ah! I need it for the briefcase! I gotta open it!
How could that possibly help us right now?
I don't know, maybe there's like a magic lasso in it or something.
Okay.
Throw it over here, quick! Almost got it! What in the Tom Hill? I've been transporting a time bomb. 3.5 minutes? How long is this script?
Clean up on aisle 5.
Well, I'll be. Nice shot, brother.
So what's the plan here, Douglas?
Well, it seems to be operating on a multi-techni-shift conjugation. It's a rather complex algorithm, created in the 17th century by philosopher Jacques Lafrance. Could be a matter of thousands of variations. I can crack it. I just need time. Dang it.
I think the gray boxes mean the letter's not a part of the word.
Why would it mean that?
It's only 5 letters.
I know that. Edward, we're running out of time.
You can get it, can't you?
I don't know. This is the most complex algorithm I've ever seen.
Douglas, it's the drifter.
We don't have time.
What?
We don't have time, Eddie.
What are you saying?
You need to throw it. I can't throw it that far.
What?
Throw it, Eddie. I can't solve it.
But the oil.
Eddie!
But it'll blow up the oil. We'll lose everything.
And then we'll split it. 50-50.
My father once told you that the road to oil ends only in greed and malice.
President think the oil could change the world, but is this the kind of world that your officer would even want to live in?
He may have been our adversary, but like an African lion hunting gazelles in the Sahara, he was only following his deepest instinct.
Well, I don't know about you, but I think that was one heck of a story. There was action, adventure, brotherhood, even some jokes along the way. Shucks, I just about bust my gut every time that Douglas started chirping. I sure was sorry to see the boys lose the oil, though. Came a long way, they did. I'd assume you're pretty torn up about it, too. Well, in that case, you'd be glad to know not everything was lost for those Sinclair brothers. A few short months after defeating the Drifter, Edward did indeed decide to run for governor of California, but this time the right way. He based his political campaign on the promise to not treat California as just another brief case, but that he'd spend time diligently building up the state and protecting it as the land of fantastical resources and treasure that he knew it to be. As for Douglas, he also stayed in California. Finding work as a radio broadcast technician, he was able to work on his brainchild, an interconnected grid of people and information. It was only an inkling of an idea at the time, but he continued to work on it day and night. He would go on to sell a sort of network radio that would lay the groundwork for what was later known as the Internet. And what about the president? Well, I'm sure you'd be pleased to know that upon hearing of Sinclair's little oil detonation, he just about ruptured his frontal lobe. But as for any kind of long-lasting legal punishment for his actions, the court case never saw the light of day. And that's just how it goes sometimes on this here earth. Guilty men run free, and the brothers, despite all they went through, left empty-handed. What what about the oil? Was it really destroyed? Or is there still some of MacArthur's riches out there in those Santa Monica mountains just waiting to be uncovered? I sure find it hard to believe that Edward and Douglas went through all that for nothing. And perhaps what Remy said was true. Maybe MacArthur knew they wouldn't be able to buy the oil. Heck, maybe he even knew that they'd end up nearly blowing themselves up. But maybe, just maybe, MacArthur still had hope. I don't know how or when or with what, but I'd be the spinner of all yarn if I told you I didn't believe those boys would figure out some way to make it all work out. Something tells me, deep down inside, that they found a way.
And that, grandson, was the tale of the Sinclair brothers.
That was the best story I've ever heard in my entire life.
It's a good one. Oh, but golly, well, I suppose I should get going with you. You know, it's late, and your mother and all. I don't want to. But just
Wait, Grandpa, don't go. I really liked hanging out with you, and I know that Mom doesn't. Well, I know she has a hard time being with you sometimes, and she doesn't always want you to be around. But I wish that you would come around more.
Well, that was, I think I'd like that. I'll come by tomorrow. Tell you a new story. Good night, grandson.
Why didn't you move your feet?
Whose voice is that?